Welcome to the video lecture series on Python programming. This is the third video about the statements in Python. In the video, I'm going to cover about the Python syntax, values and types, print command, use of variables, inline and multiple line statements, and how to use the comments. This is the hands-on video, so I would recommend to use the Jupyter Notebook via Anaconda Navigator. You will see the screen like this, or you can also use the online compiler support at cocalc.com. So first I will show you how to open a new file. So on the right side you are able to see the Jupyter Notebook screen where you need to open a new file, Python 3. And now I am going to rename it as the video name, and yes, it's ready to start. Now the first thing is, what is the value and what is the meaning of type here? When we talk about the value, a value is one of the basic things a program works with, like a letter, number, string, character, anything. And these values belong to different types. As I am talking about, hello is a string, Harsh is a string, Python is a string. And we talk about the 2.4, it's a float, 2 is an integer. So how we are going to use these values and types in Python? So let's start here. Like I am going to use a value to say I want to check here that Python recognizes Harsh as. So the type of this Harsh value is string. Similarly, when we talk about the value like 2.5, so I have pressed here shift plus enter instead of this run button, and you are seeing the output as float. So this is the correlation between the value and its type. In Python, if we are passing the float or integer value, then quotes are not required. So quotes are only required when we are talking about the string or character. So here you can use both the things, like I'm using here the single quote as well. So it is still a string. So either you can use a single quote or double quote to represent this value. So this is about the value and type. And the good thing about the Python is, if you are not sure what type of value it is, so you can just type a function type and you can see, okay, the class is str or integer or the float. The next is the most powerful feature of any of the programming language, that's variable. A variable is a name where we are going to assign some value to a variable. So here in Python we can use any of the keyword apart from these 35 keywords because these are reserved. So whenever you are going to assign some value to a variable, so please make sure that the container name should be not from these 35 words. So let's have a look at how we are going to use these variables. So like any other language, I am going to assign some value. I am taking a variable and I'm assigning a value here 5. So this is the assignment, and if you want to check the value, you can just type a and it will return you 5. Means the value 5 is assigned to a variable named a. Similarly, when I'm talking about the another thing, like I'm talking about a message, and a complete message is, this is a Python class. So yes, there is no issue with the Python is using this and you are seeing the message. So it means there is no limit to the value which we are going to assign here. Even you can use, and you can say, yes, I am assigning a value to this. So again, we can say there is, okay, I am going to print the value a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I, j, and it will return you the value 2. So means here the name of the variable can be of any length. You can also increase it more, but here the basic thing about the name of the Python is we are making it user friendly so that I can understand it properly what I'm going to use as a variable name. So that's why we are going to generally use the alphabets or XYZ value, or we are saying okay, the string or the message is this. So here we can say if I want to use the same thing, type B C D E F J, and it will give you the int. Similarly, we can use the another assignment. I have used message above, and now I am assigning here 2. And just see this, the type of message is now changed to the integer. Here the message is of the string type and now it is of integer type. So this is the user-friendly environment about the Python where we are going to use this. Here, let's see one more thing. I have used a keyword print. So here the print is basically giving you liberty to use any of the message, like print hello. It is going to use this. If I am going to write a value like x is equal to 2, this I am going to assign this value, and I'm showing here print x. So here the variable x is going to print its value, and when I am using this statement print x, so it means I am going to print a new value which is of a string type, because this is a string. So when we are going to use the variables values type in our programs, we need to focus on each and every part, because this is a programming language which is giving us a liberty to use the variables. But whatever we are going to code here, only the system will do that thing. Means it is not possible that we are saying in a single code this is x and it will print you the exact value. No. So here we need to focus on these things. And let's discuss more on the statements. So basically, when we talk about a single instruction which we are going to a computer is a statement. A statement is a unit of code that a Python interpreter can execute, like print hash. Or when we talk about the multiple statements, so this sequence of a statement is basically the script. So let's see this example. If we are going the multiple variables, like this a is carrying the statement hello, and we are saying this b as hash, and now when you are going to print it, so a comma b, and you will see the message. Okay, what will happen if I am using here print b comma a? So it will change the value because we are going to change it. So Python is not smart enough to understand this. Okay, first is to print hello or first is to print hash. In this case, we are assigning the value, and here you can see these are the already defined variables with some value. If I am going to use here the print a and b, so what it will print? So here I am going to use the single quote, means Python is printing the strings. So we need to focus on these things. And one more thing, sometimes when we talk about the amount, some amount, so like 11 comma this and this, so see what will be the output of this statement according to you. So here this is not a value which we can say okay this is 11 lakh. No, here we are using this comma to represent this is 11 lakh, but Python will treat as 3 different numbers like this. So in this case, here this 0 0, you are also seeing the color combination when we are going to say this. So this is 11 and then 0, then 0. So this is all about the statement and inline statements, how we are using the scripts. And yes, the next important thing is the comments, how to use the comments. When I am talking about the program which I have written here, you can just copy paste the value, and yes, this is my first program. This is a comment, and when I am going to assign this, or I want to add one more line, welcome to all. So when I am writing here, welcome to all, so this is a comment. So this is the beautiful thing about the Python and its user-friendly environment. So I would recommend you to do these type of small things in your Jupyter application, and in the next video we will see how the operators and expressions can be solved. Thank you for the watching the video.